I'm Jennifer Thompson, and here's another episode of Cooking on Thompson's Gym. I keep getting asked to put more things of what I like to eat on here, and to be completely honest, I am not a good cook. I don't know how to season things right. I don't have like inspirational ways to throw things together. I pretty much grill, and I can follow directions. So everything I make is fairly simple. I really love salmon, and I've tried to cook salmon on the grill and I screw it up every time. So I stopped making salmon, but salmon is so good for you. It's got great omega-3s, it's got high protein, it's got good B12, all sorts of great health things in there for you. So I looked up a better way, and it turns out you can bake it. It turns out really good. So I've been baking my salmon, so I'm gonna just share with you a really easy way to make really great baked salmon. So we're going to take a cookie sheet, and it says to use parchment paper, but I usually just use foil. You definitely want it because it's hard to clean up. So I have foil on my cookie sheet. You put your oven at 425. I know it seems kind of high, but it cooks really fast. So 425, and so you just take your salmon. This I have right here is a half a pound of salmon. So it's probably a little much for one person. So you just put it out there, nice pink, fresh caught salmon. And then I use just some vegetable cooking oil to kind of give it a shine, and I'm gonna put a little spice on it. So you just spray it all over. And then you really just want to find a seasoning that you like. I really love this rub some chicken, enhance your breasts, poultry seasoning. But obviously we're going to enhance our salmon, not our chicken. So it says it's just got, what's it got in it? Coarse salt, herbs, spices, dehydrated garlic, and yeast extract. Doesn't sound all natural, but boy, it tastes good. So basically I just sprinkle a little bit on here, and all we're going to do is throw that in the oven for 10 minutes, and that's it. So we'll throw this in, put the timer on for 10 minutes. While that's baking, I'm going to make a really yummy salad that goes along with that. So I always like to have a good salad on the side with my dinner. I love spinach salads or arugula, but I'm making spinach today because we were out of arugula at the grocery store. But just a couple of tricks to make your salad look nice and pretty. Have a little half plate of spinach, cut up some red pepper. Carrots are yummy, but they have a lot of carbs in them. Any orange or yellow vegetable has a lot of carbs. So what I do is I take just a baby carrot, and then if you just cut it up into really tiny pieces, you're only using one baby carrot, but if you cut it up and then sprinkle it in your salad, it really goes a long way. So like that's just one little baby carrot cut up, and then when you put it in your salad, it feels like you have a lot of carrot, but you just have one. So let's see, I mean, that carrot probably had about 1 or 2 carbs in it, so it really wasn't a big deal. I also love blue cheese, so I get the crumbles. There's fat in cheese, so you don't want to use a lot, but I just sprinkle a little bit on there for just a little bit of flavor. The crumbles help because you feel like you're getting a little bit more than what you are. So I also really love putting fruit in my salad, but fruit again is sugar and carbs, so it's not great for you. So I like to do the same thing with my little red grape. I'll just cut it up into a few pieces here. So I took that grape and I put it into 5 little slices, and then you feel like you got a lot of grape in your salad and you really only got 1. So it's sort of deceiving how you can cut it up and spread it in there. So I have this cute little salad. I'm going to throw in a little broccoli because broccoli and all green vegetables are better for you for protein. And did you know that broccoli has more protein in it than spinach? And Popeye had it all wrong. He should have been, it's probably why Brutus always beat him, because he didn't have enough broccoli. Instead, he was using spinach.
Get in, mix it up there. Hello, boys. Get in there. Bring it up there. Mix it up. Come on, man.
And then of course you want to use like a really light salad dressing. I love raspberry vinaigrette, and really just want to look at carbs and fat on here. So if I look at this one, 2 tablespoons is 1 fat and 5 grams of carbs, which isn't too bad. Like the ones that are 0, I don't think taste very well. But here's the important part. 2 tablespoons of this has 5 carbs. Measure it out, because you will be surprised when you just drizzle your salad how much salad dressing you're actually putting on there. So I'm actually just going to put 1 tablespoon on there, and there's really plenty, so I'm really only getting 2.5 carbs in there. But what I've learned as I started really paying attention to what I'm eating is measure everything out, at least for a while, so you have a good concept of what your amount is, because most of the time you're only thinking that you're eating a little bit and you're really eating a lot more than you thought. So now that I got my really beautiful little salad here made, I'm just going to wait for that salmon to finish baking in the oven. Okay, so it's been a little over 10 minutes, so I'm going to pull out my salmon, and I can kind of tell that it's nice and flaky. Once it's flaky, I like mine cooked, so if it looks too pink, I don't like it. So this is really good and flaky, and the edges are curled up a little bit, so I know it's done. So I'm going to take it, and this is probably too much, so I'm only going to take half of it. And what's really cool about when you cook it is when you peel it up, the skin stays, well, usually the skin will just stay on, there we go. The skin will stay on the foil, and then you don't have to worry about scraping the skin off. See? See, like the skin will just stick right to it, so like just the good part will come right on off. So then you have really, really awesome, yummy salmon that tastes really good. I love it when it's nice and flaky like that. And I'll probably end up moving this salad into my salmon and eating that together. But just eating a couple really nice whole meals like this allows you to eat stuff that's not so nice other times. And because this is so good, you could probably even have a glass of wine with it. My nutritionist, Paul Revelia of Pro Physique, tells me a glass of wine is 25 carbs. So he saved a lot of carbs in here, so you could probably have that glass of wine. Enjoy.